it's sweater weather. So today I'm going to share 10 sweaters every woman should own, plus how to wear a sweater in a way that's actually flattering. Hi, this is Netta. Welcome to my channel. My whole goal for this channel is to help you build a wardrobe and a style that you love so you look beautiful and feel confident every single day. So today we're talking about sweaters because it's finally sweater weather. It's not really sweater weather here in Florida yet. As I shoot this, we are in the line of a tropical storm and it is in the 80s and rainy outside. But of course I'm in the house and I'm feeling fallish and it's a little cool for me. So I've already worn my sweater in honor of today's video. It's probably sweater weather where you're at, depending on where you live, but if not, it's coming, right? And so we need to be prepared and have all the sweaters. So I'm excited to be talking about sweaters today because I love them, but I've also always found them kind of a challenge to style. Being petite, having a little bit of broader shoulders and a more substantial upper half of my body and kind of being very slim through my legs, sweaters can be like, chunky and boxy and a little bit hard to style, a little bit hard to wear in a way that's flattering. So today I want to share my strategies for helping you style a sweater, wear a sweater in a flattering way over 40. And then I'm going to share 10 sweater styles that everyone should own. Do you have to own absolutely every one of these 10? No. They're just for fun. It's just for fun. It's just 10 different sweater styles that you might want to consider if you're like, oh, what kind of sweater do I get next? I'm going to have some ideas for you. Okay, so let's talk about strategizing first and how to make a sweater look more flattering. Often, and I see it all the time in social media images on Instagram and on Pinterest, whatever, we see people wearing oversized, huge, gargantuan, cozy sweaters with scarves that are the size of, Afghans, and then flowy, oversized, dramatically big pants, or even the new drapey trouser style pants that are in style right now. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of fabric. That is a lot of fabric for the average woman. If you're not the average woman, height or weight-wise, if you're tall and very slim, this is something that could work for you, and you can absolutely experiment with going a little bit more oversized head to toe. But for most of us, and most occasions, you want to balance bulky with fitted. Sweaters can be bulky, and because they can be bulky and because the knit can be thick, and then you're adding sometimes an oversized shape onto a thick knit, you're talking about bulking up the upper half of your body. And that's why it can be a little bit hard to style them. You're adding weight to the top of your body if you're not careful. So you want to balance bulky with fitted. If you're going to wear a bulkier sweater or a fuller sweater, you want to balance it out with a more fitted bottom. So slim or slim, straight, or even a skinnier pant or legging style is going to be a lot more flattering on the lower half of your body than doing a bulky sweater and bulky pants. Now, you also want to consider showing your waistline. So styling it in a way where you're not wearing an oversized sweater that comes down to your knees with oversized pants, and then again you're swimming in fabric. So consider maybe doing like a little side tuck and like a little bit of a half tuck on the side, a French tuck, maybe a little front tuck, something so that you can show that you've still got a little bit of a waistline there, especially when paired with a pant that's a little bit higher waisted, or either a high rise or medium rise pant. It's a very effective way of showing that you still have a waistline and kind of being a little bit more flattering. Now, another option is to get a sweater that hits right around your waist, or a little bit lower than your waist. Not as low as your hips, you don't want a tunic, but a little bit higher is going to be an easier sweater to wear than one that's bulky and long. So if you're going to go for a bulkier sweater and you don't want to tuck it, try a slightly shorter, bulkier sweater. It's going to be a lot more flattering than all that extra fabric. So you really want to balance bulkiness with fit and structure. Another stressor in my life when I'm styling sweaters, another challenge when styling sweaters is accessorizing them. So if you're not accessorizing a sweater outfit, if you're just throwing on any old sweater and any old pair of jeans, it's not going to be a cute outfit. You might be comfortable, you might be warm, but it's not going to look like a cute outfit. You've got to accessorize most sweaters, especially basic sweaters. If you don't, they tend to read a little too classic, maybe a little frumpy, a little boring. So you really want to add interesting and elevated accessories to your sweater outfits. Like I threw on these earrings, my favorite Dean Davidson earrings, with this cozy cable knit cardigan that I'm wearing as a sweater, because if I don't have, and I probably will do a necklace as well with it. I do some cool boots, probably would do my faux leather joggers and a pair of cool boots with that, and just style the sweater as part of a look. It's not a one and done, like I just throw. It's in the same way that you're not going to just throw on a t-shirt and jeans and wear just a plain t-shirt and jeans if you want the outfit to look interesting or elevated or stylish. Just a plain sweater and jeans is not going to look that way unless you add the finishing touches. So you can style with, jewelry, of course. A scarf would be beautiful, like one of the new neck scarves I was talking about would be beautiful styled with a sweater. A great necklace, a fun pair of earrings. You can use one of the corset belts or the cool scarf tie belts over a bulky sweater and wear it that way. But there are a lot of different things that you can do, even just in the top half of your outfit, to make a sweater look more interesting. And then, of course, pairing it with interesting bottoms and a fabulous pair of shoes or boots rounds out the outfit. And then you've got an outfit and you're not just wearing two basic boring pieces together, right? So you want it to look more interesting. Okay, the third tip is, and I kind of alluded to this in the first tip, which is to avoid things that are oversized and too chunky. I'm seeing a lot of really, really chunky sweaters and really oversized sweaters, and those are very, very hard to wear. So again, unless you're really tall, avoid the very oversized and the very chunky. You can do boxy. If it's shorter, like I said, you can do an oversized sweater if it's a little bit drapier and not long and wide. You want to choose and be strategic about that, right? So avoid things that are just going to be overpowering and really kind of unflattering to style and hard to style. Okay, so those are some of my strategies for styling a sweater. Just experiment with your sweaters. Wear them tucked, wear them untucked, wear them belted, wear them unbelted, wear them with different accessories, wear them with different bottoms, wear them with different boots. Try a long sweater, like if you've got a really long tunic style sweater, could you wear it as a dress with a pair of over-the-knee boots? If you've got a sweater that you feel like is a little too bulky, could you do a little front tuck? Could you belt it? If you have a sweater that you think is a little too plain or a little too classic, can you add a neck scarf? Can you add a great necklace? Can you add a great pair of earrings? Can you add a hat? Like, what can you do to add interest to those pieces, those simple sweater pieces that you have in your wardrobe? Okay, now let's talk about the 10 sweaters every woman needs. Now, I don't think you need all 10 of these. Maybe you could settle for 9 or 8.5. But I really strongly suggest, and some of these are crossovers, like some of these check both, are in actually 2 categories. You'll see what I mean. But I think these are fun sweaters. And if you're looking for what am I going to buy now? What kind of sweater do I need this season? I've got some ideas for you. Okay, so the first is a striped sweater. I love, 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 love a classic Mariniere striped tee. And then in the cooler months, like a kind of a chunkier knit, like where the knit is not finely woven but is a little thicker, striped sweater. It is so classic in navy and white, or navy and off-white, or black and white, black and off-white. There are a lot of great brands that make these. You can buy them anywhere from H&M to the highest end brands. My personal favorite is a brand called Ligne, Ligne. They make amazing, basically it means the line or the stripe in French. And so their whole focus is on stripes, and they do them really, really well. I love their Marin sweater. I think it's such a gorgeous and elegant sweater. But a striped sweater, we're also seeing rainbow stripes. English Factory has done a few fun ones. Like every brand has like a fun rainbow striped sweater. If that's more your speed and you don't want the classic navy and white or black and white sweater, you can absolutely do those as well. So a chunky sweater in a stripe is going to create a strong horizontal line. That's great if you're smaller at the top and wider at the bottom. That can be really flattering. If you're not like me, then you're going to have to find a way to bring that flattery into that sweater. So choosing a V-neck or a cropped shape and doing it with a more, like an interesting pant, like just play with that silhouette, because you are looking at creating a boxier look at the bottom. So you want to, or at the top. So you want to think about how to make that work for your body type. So I love striped sweaters though. I'm here for them. The second category is going to be the most controversial, I think, and it's a novelty sweater. Novelty sweater is one with a fun or funky pattern on it, or a saying. One of my favorites is from a brand called Bella Doll, and it says 19. I really want that sweater. I just need to get it already. It's a red sweater. It says 1970 on the front. Happens to be the year I was born. Like, that's a novelty sweater that might be a little bit more subtle for those of you who are like, I'm not going to wear a sweater with sheep on it. But like Rowing Blazers, it's a brand that Princess Diana made popular. It's back, and they have some really cool novelty sweaters. Those are a fun option to check out. But a novelty sweater can have words. It can have a pattern. The pattern can be interesting. Like, I have heart patterns. Actually, I have a couple of heart pattern sweaters that I absolutely love. And, a couple of different novelty style sweaters. So if you like either words or a fun pattern, that's definitely a fun sweater. And it looks anything but boring and basic. Okay, the next sweater everyone needs is a cardigan. Now, I have thoughts on cardigans. I've done a whole video on cardigans, but right now I'm loving long, chunkier cardigans, or like cardigan jacket hybrids, like sweaters that look, cardigans that kind of look like they could be blazers, that kind of style. And I love the long, a long chunky cardigan in the fall with jeans and boots and the whole 9 yards, right? And I love cropped cardigans like the one I'm wearing. So this is a waist length cardigan. It's from a brand called Cyrus. I'd never actually heard of the brand before. I got it at TJ Maxx, and it's a blend. It's synthetic, but it is so ridiculously soft and cozy, and I absolutely love it. So this is a waist length cardigan I've been loving. It's a little bit of a chunkier knit. It's structured but not skin tight, and that's my go-to cardigan to wear with pants and jeans and all of that as a standalone piece. So it works as an external layer, and it also works as a sweater. So love cardigans. You can almost not have too many cardigans. If you don't have a light and a dark one and you're light and dark neutral, I absolutely recommend it. I also just got a bright pink one that was in my Walmart haul that I absolutely love. So colored cardigans are also fabulous to pair with neutrals or pair with other colors, depending on your personal style. Okay, a fitted fine knit cardigan. Now, I typically would recommend this in a fitted crew neck style or a turtleneck style. A fine knit cardigan can look dressy, can take the place of a blouse or a tee. You can do a short sleeve style that would be like a more elevated version of a t-shirt, but it's in a fine sweater knit. I love the turtleneck versions of these. I think they're so elegant and so timeless. So if a turtleneck works for you, if you have the space here and a turtleneck is flattering for you, absolutely consider a turtleneck in a fine knit. If you don't, then go for a crew neck or a V-neck in a fine knit that can really take the place of a tee in the summer, or in the winter, sorry. Okay, the opposite end of the spectrum is a chunky knit. Now, I know I was cautioning against chunky knits, but you really want that balance. So if you're going to go for a chunkier knit, you're going to go for a more open weave, a more open knit, then you're going to want the silhouette to have some other flattery built in. So like this is a little bit chunkier, not super chunky, but a little bit chunkier. And so I've got a V-neck, and that makes it a little bit more wearable. If you can't do a V-neck, then maybe it's cropped, or maybe it's not oversized. It's chunky, but it's a little bit more structured, a little bit more fitted to your body. My cardinal rule is the most flattering silhouette most of the time on most of us is going to be a fitted silhouette. And fitted means it's in between, like a tailored, structured. It's going to be in between skin tight, which can be hard to wear for a variety of reasons, and baggy and oversized, which can be hard to wear for different reasons. So that fitted, structured, tailored silhouette is going to be the most flattering. So when you're looking at a chunky knit, like one that's a little bit more fitted, a little bit more structured, a little closer to your body, it's going to be a little easier to wear. So again, experiment with that, but I feel like everyone needs a fine knit and a chunky knit in their sweater wardrobe. Okay, this is kind of a trendy category, this next one. It's a sleeveless sweater. So it can be one of the new vest sweaters, which are fabulous. It is a sleeveless sweater, so you can wear it on its own, you can layer it over pieces, you can layer it over dresses or shirts or whatever. So a vest is a fabulous option. You can also do like a sweater knit tank or sweater knit halter top. That's a great new take on the everyday staple of a tank that we're wearing. If you do it in a sweater knit, it's a little bit more elevated and it's a beautiful look for fall. So any kind of sleeveless sweater style is something that I think it can be an essential in every woman's wardrobe. Okay, next I want to talk about crochet. Crochet has been having a moment. It's still having a moment for fall. So crochet, if you love it, is definitely an essential this season in terms of sweater trends. And so you can do a colorful crocheted sweater. There are so many that are just really like, they've got color blocking, lots and lots of colors, stripes. You're seeing florals. We're seeing a lot of hippie crochet motifs. Or you can go a little bit more subtle and do like a cream or a black, which is kind of the typical crochet sweater colors that we see. You can do a layering piece like a vest, or you can do a full-on crocheted sweater, but it is definitely having a moment for fall. Next, I think every woman needs like a really classic like Shetland style or Fair Isle or Aran sweater or cable knit sweater, something really, really classic. It makes you feel like you're in the mountains in Scotland or Ireland. It takes me back to my summer trip. Something that is very, very classic like that you would pair with tweed pants if you were going to be visiting the Queen at Balmoral or whatever, or the King now at Balmoral. Like something really classic like that. Like that can be a fun investment sweater to have, an investment piece to have, and provided you style it in a flattering way, it's going to be a fabulous piece that you can wear for years to come in your wardrobe. Okay, the next sweater trend I want to talk about, this is not a trend, this is the most classic of the classics. It's a cashmere sweater. Everyone needs a cashmere sweater. Everyone needs a cashmere sweater, in my opinion. I live in Florida and I have several. I've shared some of my favorites in previous videos. I have a Mott and Bow Willow's like turtleneck cashmere sweater that I love. There are other brands that make really great cashmere sweaters. Lily Silk makes really nice ones. Quince makes really nice ones. I like Notum. There are some really great brands that are really making direct-to-consumer cashmere sweaters, so you get that real amazing cashmere sweater quality without the crazy price. And they're also ethical and they're nice to the animals. And so Mongolian cashmere is really what you want to look for when you're looking for a cashmere sweater. And you're going to pick, for your first, if this is going to be your first cashmere sweater, you want it to be in a neutral, your favorite neutral, and your favorite sweater silhouette, whether that's a V-neck or a turtleneck or a crew neck, whatever works for you. But those are all going to be classic and timeless. Okay, the final sweater I want to talk about is a cotton sweater. I think it's really, really nice to have kind of like a little bit of a chunky cotton sweater for summer and for, the transitional months. I have one from Everlane that I really like. It's a nice substantial cotton knit, but it's great to throw on over a bathing suit, or if you're going somewhere a little bit cooler in the nighttime. For those of us in Florida, cotton might be all we ever need all year round because it doesn't get that cold, but it just gives a different look, a different feel. It's a little bit more casual, a little bit more relaxed, and a little bit more casual than like a cashmere sweater or some of the other sweaters on this list. So if you're looking for a casual sweater option, you can't go wrong with a cotton sweater. Okay, so that was a lot. I covered a lot of sweaters. 10 sweaters every woman should own, plus ways to style your sweaters so that they look more flattering. Let me know what you think of sweaters, what your favorite brands are, what you're looking for when it comes to sweaters, what your feedback is on this video. Which of these sweaters do you have? Which are you shopping for? Of course, as always, I have a catalog linked in the description box below with a lot of sweater options and all of these categories for you to check out. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. We have the best time here, and you definitely are going to want to stick around. And comment, let me know what you thought of this video, what your favorite sweaters are, all the things. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.